Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Prep B. And in our series Charcha-E-Bschool, today I'm honored to have my friend Suthirtha from Great Lakes Institute of Management, Chennai. And we'll start. I know that there have been a delay on our series part, but we have uploaded some videos for the colleges, and you would be expecting more videos from our end. So Great Lakes Chennai, Great Lakes Gurgaon, and PGDM, PGPM batch overview would be given by Suthirtha Das. And Suthirtha, how are you? Thank you for coming in.
Well, first of all, Tanishq, I'm doing fine, and thank you for inviting me over this web-based initiative. So I am Suthirtha Das. I am a student from the 2023 to 2025 batch. I pursued PGDM, the two-year degree program. I previously had no work-ex, and I'm happy to say that I have been placed from GLIM.
Great. So, since you started by saying that there is a two-year PGDM program, can you brief us about what all different programs does Great Lakes have?
With pleasure. So GLIM is mainly known for two of its programs, which is the PGPM, which are for the people who have work-ex. They demand a minimum of 2 years of work-ex for the people to be enrolled in the PGPM. And then there is the PGDM, for which it is mainly targeted at freshers, but people up to 3 years of work experience are allowed to enroll in this program. Other than that, we also offer a PGP XPM and PGPM Flex, but then they are for the people who are having 5 years and more than 10 years of work ex respectively. And as for our college, I believe that PGPM still remains a flagship program of our college, but PGDM is closely catching up with their 2024 reports, even suggesting that they have having a CTC of around 15.1 lakhs of average.
Okay. So, since you talked about it is for fresher, there's a saying in the MB fraternity that PG Great Lakes is primarily for people who have tech work ex and primarily for engineer. Is that so in a batch?
To be honest, yes, I have seen that in our batch. Many of the people who had expertise in the tech domain and the financial domains as well, they came here and they were often the amongst the first to get the offers, and also they were amongst the first to get into better companies. And in fact, our college is very well known for their analytics program which they are offering, and they have
So
been
no,
ranked very
I
consistently well.
I get a point, but
Yes, yes.
is the college having enough opportunities for people who are non-engineers, people who are from different backgrounds for the PGDM?
Yes, yes, yes. Our college has got ample opportunities for people from different walks of life, regardless of their background.
Okay, so this is this just a myth, right? You Great Lakes is only for engineers and tech people, tech workers people.
If you have that experience, then definitely it will benefit you. But
It will help
otherwise,
for sure,
anyone can join and they can reap their fruits.
right? So you told about PGDM and the PGPM. Can you tell me the batch size of both the programs?
So for PGTM, the batch size is generally between 340 to 350, depending on the year, and PGPM batch stays between 270 to 280.
Okay. And what's the ratio of work, like the tender ratio and the fresher to work ex ratio for PGDM batch?
For DM batch, I believe the ratio is approximately 1 is to 2.5, the one representing the female and 2.5 representing the males. Like this year, I believe that there were around 104 female candidates and somewhere
So it's
around
70 to
100 and
30.
yeah, 70, so you can say that. And for the PGPM batch, the ratio is slightly higher at around 3 is to 1, 3 for the male and 1 for the.
Okay. And regarding the work ex for the PGDM batch, work ex to fresher ratio?
The work to fresher ratio, the work to fresher ratio, I would say it's at a healthy, like out of 10 people, generally 4 people come with work. In fact, the average
Okay.
work has also gone up from 1.2 to 1.4 years.
Okay, got it. So you're juniors, right? So what's
Yes.
the batch size? The batch size have increased of the college, right? It's been consistently increasing.
Yes.
So is it affecting the placements opportunities?
To be very honest, it is affecting the placement opportunities. As I've seen, like more of a batch size means more students to place, and especially in these current market conditions, It is a bit difficult, but however, I'm happy to say that the quality of placements itself have improved.
So quality of placements have improved of the college, and there are more companies coming in each year. So that is then positive.
Yeah, more companies are, yeah, of course, more companies are coming.
So can you tell me some big names that have come for your batch and the juniors?
For our batch, definitely the big names would be ICICI Bank, then Accenture, Infosys, Lam Research, Extria, then I think
HSBC.
Adobe also came, HSBC came, G it is not obvious here, and
Some finance
the
companies.
Dell also came, Deloitte also came,
Mhm.
Deloitte also came, I believe. Deloitte, in fact, came for various of roles of ranging from finance to operations.
I was seeing the placement report. There were names like Wells Fargo, BNY, Crisil
Yes,
for
yes, BNY, Wells Fargo. Then JP Morgan and Chase. JP Morgan and Chase always picks up a healthy amount of people from our batches. Then there is Frost and Sullivan.
what about the banking and finance sector?
From the BFSI, I would say ICICI, then HDFC Bank, Axis Bank, Kotak Mahindra, some of the big names which have come. Other than that, HSBC, some of the global brands have also come into our campus.
Hmm. Okay. What about the marketing companies for your batch and the batch or like after it?
For the marketing, I would say Aditya Birla, it's like for the first time has come to our batch. Other than that, ITC have been regularly coming to our campus, and some of the
I've
other
heard
big
Nestle has also
names.
arrived this time.
Nestle arrived for the juniors, in fact, not for
Yeah.
our batch. For the juniors, they picked up quite some students. In fact, for our junior students, this time Microsoft also came in. Then Accenture
Yeah.
took up interns as well.
Like, there are names such as Make My Trip to Airtel, Make My Trip, Berger that
Yes,
has
yes.
come in and
But then Make My Trip is solely focused on the people who have pockets. Again, an example, like if you do have pockets, it will benefit you to some degree.
so how do you rate the campus life of our college?
If you're talking in a numerical amount, then I would rate the campus life to be 8 out of 10. It's like a LEED certified campus and
Mhm.
lots of greeneries around here. And the campus itself is not very big, but at the same time, it's perfect enough like to go out on a midnight walk. You can have snacks anywhere. You can, there's good football ground and cricket ground. And there's lots of sports opportunities here because our campus is also pretty well known for this sporting culture.
What all sports do we play there? Do the students play there?
Mostly from what I've seen, if you're talking about indoor sports, then table tennis, then billiards, and if and badminton, and if you're talking about outdoor sports, then there is tennis, pickleball, basketball, soccer, cricket, etc.
So there's a
And
very much
volleyball
hype.
also.
There's a hype about pickleball, like in the recent times. Lots of people are
Yes.
picking up that game. So do we have good courts there?
Yes, I feel like there are a good course because recently our respected admin had also made some changes there. Newly made the pickleball courts. There are two pickleball courts, and I feel like lately there's a lot of hype in the campus itself. In fact, I also came to know about the sport while I was in campus, and many of my dear friends do play pickleball.
Okay. Okay. So there are regular tournaments being conducted and other similar things. So the sporting culture is very good in the college. Yeah.
Yes,
How do
yes,
you rate the
yes, yes.
academics there? How do you rate the academics? Is
In
it a
terms
very
of
academic
academic.
heavy college? How does each stream have? What's the quality of professors do we have there in the college?
So from my experience and from my talk with other people like who are studying in other esteemed institutes, I would say our college is actually academic focused. I would rate the academics to be at an 8.5 out of 10
Hmm.
overall. Our finance courses are really good because I've seen people getting placed into good finance companies with good packages, and also they've told like how the courses are actually meant for them, and the electives offered were really good. Plus, the professors who are present who are teaching them are quite some experience, and some of them are in fact industry veterans. So that actually
Okay.
helps the cause. Other than that, marketing and operations are definitely the two strong pillars of Great Lakes. We actually had quite some amazing professors, and recently also, our marketing faculty is growing day by day. We have stalwarts like Rajeshwari ma'am, who definitely like it's a pleasure to do her classes. And
Mm-hmm.
sales and marketing jobs are also plenty in our campus. Operation job is also coming in plenty for our campus. And operations, I feel like many people have taken up operations this year. And in fact, it's a surprise to see the number of people majoring in operations is growing from year to year. And also, other than that,
So,
analytics has taken a strong growth.
how do you feel the placements are doing in regards with every year? So after COVID, is it affected a lot, or how's the performance changed? Or do
I
you do you
believe
want the
that
reader to
after
just go to the placement report and refer?
So I've gone to the placement reports. So from the placement reports, from what I understood is that still a lot of the jobs are still being offered in the sales and manufacturing role around 30 percentage, and then the next is BFSI at around 26%. So what I feel is that yes, placements have gone up, quality of placements have gone up, but in fact, after COVID also it went up pretty well. But
Mm-hmm.
however, recently due to the market conditions, there is some slack, I feel. The
But
quality
that that
of
has been that has been a case in almost every B school around in India.
yes, the of course, all over
It is
India it
not
is being affected. It's not
particularly
just
about
about me.
Great Lakes or GIM
No,
or
no, no,
Tapni. It is just the market conditions
no,
that
no,
affect.
no.
Okay.
Yes.
So how far is the campus from is it in Chennai or is it in outside areas of Chennai? How easily you can travel to the college and what are the restrictions there?
Well, that is the first mythbuster. GLIM Chennai is not in Chennai. Let me be very clear. It's around 62 kilometers away from the Chennai railway station and around
Hmm.
30 kilometers from the outskirts of the city. The closest city to it would be Mahabalipuram, and
Okay.
the closest town to it would be Annapuram. In terms of facilities, yes, you get autos, cabs, everything is available here. Also, our campus itself have budding entrepreneurs who provide cab services to you at an affordable rate. So I believe in terms of, and also bus connectivity is also there from a nearby bus
Okay.
stop. Also, you can go to various places. So I believe connectivity is not an issue as such, but yes, be prepared to pay quite some hefty amount of money. It's not going to be like Delhi or Mumbai where you can get from one place to
Right,
another
right.
and cheap.
So there's also a myth around, or tell me it's a myth or it's a reality that the college is filled with people who are from South India, and then you have language issues, you have food issues and something like that. So is it primarily dominated by South Indians, or how is the mix?
I would break up this question into two parts. So first of all, you raised a question about the majority of people from which region they're coming from. Well, I'm glad to report that not the majority is not in fact from southern India. It's actually from northern India. As
Hmm.
far as I know, around 60 people from our batch from Delhi, 50 plus people were from Kolkata, 60 plus people were from Maharashtra, and another 100 more from rest of India. And after that, from the southern, there were around 100 people more. So I believe that it is not entirely South dominated, and there was never any language issues. I never faced any language issue in the last 2 years, to be very honest. People there understood Hindi, English, and other languages also very
How's the
fluently.
how's the
Never,
administration then? How's the administration of college and how's the hostel, and how will you compare the fees of Great Lakes with other colleges around? We have seen
I
that it's
would
a
say for
viable
the
option when you compare the ROI of Great Lakes and understanding the fees and other things, and then you compare it with a college such as IMA Delhi, wherein you need to live outside. You also need to pay for the college and that thing.
well, in that regard, see, first of all, we have to understand that GLIM is a tier two college. So, okay, let's be
Mhm.
very clear with that. So, you cannot expect an ROI of like a 1.8 or 2. That is not possible. But
Mhm.
however, if you study well enough, you can get a ROI of 1.5 easily. That I have seen from a practical experience.
Mhm.
Anywhere and like if you the fees currently is at 22 lakhs, I believe. Our year it was 20. So if you are getting a job of anywhere above like 15 LPA, I would believe it is good. In terms of hostel life, yes, the hostels are present in campus itself. No need to worry. In fact, our hostels are also expanding. One is being constructed near to the female hostel as well. So
Mhm.
hostel life is good, and also how do I say it? One of the advantage of the fact that the hostel is present in the campus is that you get access to the resource center, that is the library. I believe that you should go there, spend some time, and study all the materials that you can. They are practically free of cost. And of course, the classes are easy to access in that way. You don't have to waste too much of time. You can easily access the class. Some of the friends I know, even like, just wake up 5 minutes ago and attend the classes.
Yeah, that's how it goes in these schools. But from my personal experience too, it is very important to visit libraries on a daily note. Get very much updated with the newspapers, follow up all the materials that you
Yes,
get, and then
yes,
also
yes.
managing academics and placement is a very really thing. In a B school, you cannot just study before a night and go for an exam. So you need a very well prepared manner, a week of preparation and everything before you go there. You would agree to it.
Yes, yes. I know how much I'll agree to that statement. But in all reality, I would say that it depends upon the kind of student you are. If you are placement focused, then
Hmm.
a balanced approach is all right. I believe that it's not about, like studying the previous night. You study
Hmm.
as much as you want. It completely depends upon you. If you are capable enough, then yes, you can study the entire night. If you go to every class, if you understand everything, then there is no need for you to like jog it down like for 3 4 days. Study the
So
previous night. You're well to go.
okay, so they have so there must be the minimum attendance too that you need to attend this number of classes and everything.
Yes, as far as I know, it is 80% currently. But however, our admin was constantly telling us that for our next batches, like next to next batch, it will be implemented to a 90%, which something I
Okay.
personally don't agree to. But anyways, it is what it is.
Yeah, more the classes, more the knowledge. That's what we can say and move on. Anyways, what all are the majoring? We have heard that there is no HR in Great Lakes. Is it true?
Correct. Yes, correct.
So what all are the majoring domains there in Great Lakes?
Currently, there are four majoring domains for the PGDM batch. Those are finance, marketing, operations, and analytics.
Okay, operations, marketing, and analytics. Okay, and finance. We already know about the companies that are visiting in. So okay, then so for the people who are watching this and if they are trying to choose Great Lakes Chennai, what's the tip you will give and what all should they do? For example, we at PrepB have a YLP and placement mastery program to help them with their SIPs and everything. So what would be your recommendation there?
Maintain a good grade. Grade is important for some of the companies because some of the companies do cap out at a grade. So some of the
Mhm.
dream companies, for example, Wells Fargo and Deloitte, this said actually capped out a grade. So try to
Mhm.
maintain it if possible. Otherwise, just enjoy your life in the campus. Don't be too serious about it. Be serious when it is required. And do not have fun during your placement. Remember that why you are here in the first place. Of course, to make memories, of course, to make friends, but above all, you have to get a good placement. So just get a good placement and then enjoy your life. Go out with your friends. Maybe you can visit Pondicherry or you can visit Uti.
Also, before people join in, last year you attended our placement mastery course and you attended some GDs and SIPs that helped you. So can you just give an insight and review about in 30 seconds about how was it and how it helped you for your SIP and final placements?
GDs were quite helpful. GDs actually help you understand what the other peoples will react to some opinion which you post, and hence you need to be prepared to defend your own line of arguments. In terms of
Mhm.
SIPs, yes, a good solid SIP will help you a lot when selecting some of the electives. In fact, if you choose your electives correctly, you can easily
Mhm.
crack some of the interviews simply on basis of the
Even
subject
that
knowledge
was
which you have.
even that was I guess that was taught in the classes how to choose your electives, what are electives could help you in your
Yes.
preparation for final placements and SIPs, right? And
Of course. For
how
okay,
how
one
will it
example I can give is in fact like in your classes also it was taught like I need to see my focus. So given that I'm a marketing student, I had my focus on mostly B2C things. So for that I did not take up subjects like B2C and etc. B2B etc. I took up
Mhm.
D2C etc. which was directly consumer facing because I knew that
Yes.
I wanted my role to be a consumer facing company.
Yeah. Okay, Suthirtha. Thank you. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for taking out time for the series. And the whole Prep team is, honored to have you here for the series and thanks a lot.
It's always a pleasure to meet up my old mentors. And of course, thank you for having me here. Thank you for giving me a platform to speak out my thoughts, and I hope that it helps the other people who are planning on to join MBA, GLIM, or any other college for that matter. I hope that I have been of some help to you and give you some valuable insights. Thank you so much.
Yes, yes, yes. All insights were truly factful and with no bias, and thank you for it. And the people who are watching the video and still here, guys, check out the YLP and PM Mastery program if in case you want to nail your SIPs and finals too. Thank you.